Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. The Steelers and Bucks, of course, review of the game, the week 2 preseason game for the Steelers and Bucks. And there's some things that happened in the game that was pretty cool, and also some things in the game that the Steelers need to kind of fix and change up. I know it's not the starters, of course, but some of these guys in the second unit are going to be out there playing, in rotation and stuff as well. And some of the quarterbacks, I know they're not going to have opportunity to play a lot in the regular season, but we do have a 41-year-old quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. And now, I hope he don't get injured, but we need to make sure if he does get injured, that some of the guys who play behind him can go out there and play pretty well. And we see Mason Rudolph, of course, last week he did pretty good, but this week, was a little shaky, of course, at times like that. He threw an interception on his first throw, trying to force a pass in there and double coverage a little bit, kind of panicked, threw an interception, of course, and then every quarterback, threw an interception. Skylar Thompson threw an interception in the red zone, and then, of course, you see, almost forgot his name, Woodside. He threw an interception as well, like that, close to the red zone too. So they had missed opportunities many times, of course, in this game they could have won. Like, I know it's a preseason game, and preseason game doesn't go on your record, but like I always say, it don't matter if it's preseason, and if it's Madden, if it's a scrimmage, if it's a practice, if you're out there, you want to win. You want to go out there and do your best and showcase your best. And the Steelers went out there and played their best football. They had many opportunities in this game and chances to win this game, and they kind of fell short. The Buccaneers won the game-winning field goal, of course, but the Steelers just got to clean some stuff up. The penalties, like I know some of these guys, of course, might not be on the team, but some of the guys that was doing the penalties they're probably won't be on the team as a kind of a rotational piece or something. So the penalties start adding up over and over, and it hurt a lot. We went 0-5 on third down in the first half. You can't win like that. You're going 0-5 on third down in the first half, and most of that stuff because you had penalties, and it created like long yardage situation where you was like 3rd and 15, 3rd and 22, 3rd and 12. You can't really convert a lot of those like that too often, so you kind of hurt yourself. In the second half, you kind of did the same thing again, of course. Yes, you did get a muff punt, of course, and you also got a fumble, of course, as well, but you didn't really capitalize on a lot of that other stuff. You capitalized on the muff punt, but not the other stuff later in the game, like the fourth quarter one that you had. So they still got to find a way to capitalize on some of their stuff. The second unit, the third unit, got to find a way to kind of get better and get more consistent in capitalizing, and also be more consistent in running the football as well. Like the Steelers didn't try to establish a run too much in this game. You look at the rushing numbers. Kaleb Johnson had 50 rushing yards. I'm actually happy they kind of like did it later in the game for him like that, but they didn't really get it going like they should have got it going like that. You see 50 rushing yards from him. Nichols had 42 rushing yards, of course, as well. And those are the only two guys that was kind of like getting it going. But I feel like if you stay more consistent with it, got them more touches, you can see more. I know they're kind of conserving it a little bit and saving it, of course. For regular season, you don't want to overutilize the guys, of course, as well. But I do want to see the run game get established a lot more. Now, last preseason game on Thursday, you might not see a lot of it because they're trying to make sure the guys can assert themselves because the regular season is only, 20 days away. So you'll see people start getting ready and pumped up for, of course, the regular season and stuff. But I did like what I see for Kaleb Johnson. Kaleb Johnson running very relentless. You see that hard running, the hard style he has and stuff. You can see the potential of him being a top level power back in this league and a top level power back for the Steelers as well. Like that, you see like that one play he ran and he kind of got out there, he put his foot in the ground, broke a tackle, ran the guy over and kept going and stuff like that. He just he has good ball vision, like ball carrier vision. Like he doesn't like dance around or anything. He kind of just going north and south. He's going straight down through the gap like that, and he makes some got a lot of good plays and stuff as well. So I like what I seen from him. And Nichols, of course, as well. We got opportunities, of course. I think he only had Nichols had 3. I think he had 3 touches, right? Yeah, 3 touches. Yeah, 3 carries for 42 yards. So he was going out there and made most of that too as well. I would say use a little bit more of that, but they couldn't do that because the penalties kept hurting them and stuff and different things they kept doing. But I did like what I seen from that little tandem right there. Of course, we'll see what running backs are on the team fully. We know Kaleb Johnson is going to be a guy, and Jalen Warren, of course. Those are the 2 lots. Probably Kenneth Gainwell because his ability to catch to the backfield. I don't know if they're going to have 4 running backs or not. We'll see. Some guys can play special teams, so we'll see what happens, of course. I also like what I seen from Derek Harmon. Got his first career sack as well like that in preseason. On that play he made, the bull rush and just running the offensive lineman into the quarterback and just getting the sack as well like that, making the big time play, just moving a big offensive lineman is out the way. That right there is the power that we've seen, of course, in college. The power that we've seen, the reason the Steelers drafted him, of course, as well. And he's gonna be nice. He's gonna be nice. He's gonna be very nice, of course, out there with the Steelers. And also, of course, Roman Wilson. How many he had? 7 yards? The 72 yards? Yeah, 72 yards. Yeah, he had a big 43-yard catch. Could have been a touchdown if Mason Rudolph threw the ball like a little ahead, or he can stay in stride, that would have been touchdown. Like that, he had a 43-yard catch. And he had 30-yard on as well. So he had 2 catches for 72 yards, 36 yards per catch. Rod Taylor had 38 yards. We've seen Scotty Miller had 38 yards as well, like that. And I think Brandon Johnson, of course, had the touchdown, of course, in the end zone. So it was pretty cool to see Russell Wilson show his quickness and show that he kind of got mobility fully back. I know last year he had the injury, of course, things to his foot. So, he was out most of the time like that. He only played 3 snaps against the Raiders, and he didn't get on targets or anything. So we finally seen a full glimpse of him playing. And last week he did a little bit of things, and this week he's showing you more and more we can do. Being a deep threat down the field. We know at Michigan he had 800+ yards, 12 touchdowns, of course, at Michigan, playing for them and going out there being a deep ball threat and doing all type of things with Michigan offense. He was getting handoffs, he was doing everything there. So the Steelers be able to utilize him around, put him in the slot, put him on the outside. Let me use his speed and quickness and shiftiness and route running ability to get open is going to be very good for our receiver core. So one thing I like about him too as well, I've seen from him. But yeah, that's basically the things I kind of liked. The things I liked in the game, and the things I didn't like was really just the penalties. The penalties and the turnovers, of course. I wish we'd run the ball a little bit more too as well. I know Kaleb Justin had 50 rushing yards and Nichols had 42, but I still want to see us, utilize that ground game a little bit more like that too. Establish that and get used to that, because in the regular season, we're going to be doing a lot of that. Like that, running the football and using that to set up play action, of course, with Rodgers and stuff as well. And plus, the way our defense is going to be set up, where our defense is going to play with TJ Watt and all those guys, of course, out there, is going to give us the opportunity to go out there and control the pace of the game. And you can control the pace of the game best by running the football like that. So hopefully we can establish that a lot more. But I did like what I've seen from the 2 backs today. That was pretty cool. But let me know down below what you guys like and what you didn't like, of course, in this game. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.